What if I told you that there was an NBA superstar in the making? That before the Bill Russells, the Wilt Chamberlains, there was a man who would have taken the NBA by storm. Was an all-star, a superstar in 2 years of his career, and then vanished. Like it never happened. Let me introduce you to a man named Alex Groza. Alex John Groza was born on October 7th of 1926 in Martins Ferry, Ohio. He was brothers to Lou Groza, a future Pro Football Hall of Famer and a kicker. The Lou Groza Award in college is awarded to the best kicker of the single season. Alex Groza lost 2 combined games in his 4 years at Martins Ferry High School. He dropped 41 points in a game. He dropped 628 points in his senior season alone. That is 27 games, 628 points. That's a total of 24 points per game. In an era where people scored 6 points a game because there's no shot clock and nobody could shoot or score. That is the definition of impressive. After 4 years of domination and state championships, Alex Groza decided to go to the University of Kentucky, and he was a back-to-back NCAA champion, a 2-time Final Four MVP. He was a 2-time first-team All-American and a second-team All-American too. Alex Groza was also a part of the famous Fabulous Five team at at Kentucky in 1948 and 1949. That's right, there was a Fabulous Five nicknamed for a starting five for Kentucky in 1948 and 1949. And you're telling me the best they did for Michigan was just to change it to the Fab Five? We couldn't have thought about anything better, guys. There's no better nickname at the time. Okay, well, anyway. He was the leading scorer of a gold medalist team of the U.S. Basketball Olympic team in 1948 while the man was still in college. Alex Groza was destined for big things in the NBA. I mean, look at this just stud. This absolute physical specimen of an NBA future star. As an unstoppable center in college, Groza was a unanimous number 2 pick in the draft in 1949, and he went to the Indianapolis Olympians. And thank God this team just doesn't exist anymore, because what the fuck is that name? So what happened? What happened to a man that could have been an NBA generational superstar who could have changed the course of basketball forever? What happened to him? Where am I going with all this? Well, it didn't happen immediately. Alex Groza dropped 23 points per game in his rookie season and dominated the NBA from the immediate start. He took home the Rookie of the Year, and even though the NBA doesn't even recognize his award anymore, he did take home the Rookie of the Year. 2 years in the NBA, all things look great. He makes the playoffs. He is an absolute stud for a team. He is an all-star. But let's take a flashback to 1948 for a second. During the championship-winning season at Kentucky, Alex Groza, along with his teammates, get ready for these names, Ralph Beard and Dale Barnstable, shaved points off of games in a season to receive kickbacks from gambling bookies in the New York City area. This scandal was so big and so polarizing that it included 7 schools ranging all across the country. After a giant police sting operation, including undercover cops, 32 players admitted to taking bribes to fix 86 games in 17 different states. That is incredible. An absolute polarizing scandal that took across all of college basketball in the 1948-1949 seasons. And the aftermath was not good for anybody. Kentucky University, that we know now, was forced to completely cancel its entire sports seasons in 1952. The Community College of New York was forced to de-emphasize the program and later had to drop down to Division III basketball, and they still remain there today. Long Island University was forced to shut down the entire program for over 30 years. They didn't return to Division I basketball until the 1980s. And as for Groza, well, NBA Commissioner Maurice Podoloff banned him from the NBA for life. Groza's rookie season and sophomore season in the NBA both saw him average over 20 points and 10 rebounds a game, on 50% from the field, and an absolute domination, leading his team to the playoffs in both seasons, where he performed even better, and it was just gone. Alex Groza became the first ever player in NBA history to end his career after a season of 20-plus points per game. The first player ever to do that. Since then, there's only been 3 players that have ever even done that. Paul Arizin, Drazen Petrovic, and Bob Pettit. All of which are pretty damn good players, if you would ask me. 2 years of dominance. 2 years of a future Hall of Fame career. No questions asked. All vanished in thin air. A career of 22.5 points per game and 11 rebounds gone in a blink.